Hello, Chesterton students. Miss Shannon, not in your gardens today. I am actually taking a self-care Sunday, and I am in my own backyard. But you know the saying goes, the worst trained dogs are those of the animal trainer. Maybe the worst gardens are those of the garden educator. Let's take a look around. I'll give you a tour, and you be the judge. Here we go, in my backyard. First off, I don't use centerpieces. I just decorate with big pine cones. That's a Coulter pine cone from a Coulter pine tree, which is pretty cool. One of the largest pine cones ever in existence. And then the back wall we have here, this is the hottest spot in our backyard. So we plant a lot of stuff, which I have not been tending to very well. However, look at the tomatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and pick some of these off because I'm gonna use these for my lunch tomorrow. I have forgotten about these, but you can see I'm not doing a very good job keeping things tidy, but that's okay because I'm spending a lot of time in other gardens. Love my borage because it attracts all the bees. Beautiful purple flowers. I even have some snap peas going on, and these are ready to come off, and you know what? I'm probably gonna just eat one right now. You hear that crunch? Straight off the vine, you guys. Look at these. Trying to get these growing at Chesterton as well. Super easy to grow. Had to cage a lot of my stuff in because we have rats here. All along we have nasturtium, which is an edible flower. We have this growing at Chesterton right now too. But what's really cool with nasturtium is you can do flower pressing with these. You can actually even color with these because of the pigment in the flower. Have you guys ever tried coloring with flowers or even vegetables? Pretty cool. More tomatoes. These have all overwintered in the garden. I love the nasturtium leaves because they look like lily pads. And got some succulents growing. Now we talked about gophers. We have a lot of gopher activity back here. See all these mounds of dirt? Yeah, I had tons and tons of gophers in here. There they are again. They spit up all the gravel. Have some containers I need to work on. A lot of succulents because they just don't require a lot of work. And uh-oh, I think it's time to remove the eggplant. That is way past its season. I need to put some of that soil back in there, and maybe we'll plant some lettuce right there. And then you can see I love containers, do a lot of container gardening. These containers aren't looking the best, but this one's attracting a lot of bees, which is good. This is kale I put in to this container. So you can grow really great things in small containers, guys. Strawberries, overwintering in here. But these were planted by tiny, tiny seeds, kale seeds, last year. Now they look like trees. And then we talked about seeds this week. This is that okra seed that I showed you guys. And the way that these seeds disperse, they basically break open. You guys see that? And they just kind of almost fly out of the pods. They're kind of popping right now. And then they'll end up back in the pot and they'll self-seed. Ooh, I got carrots going on in here. Not too bad. That one looks delicious. I think I'm gonna pull that one out. Oh, yep, my son will like that one. Good carrots, all right. Have that with my lunch tomorrow too. And then we have, oh, these are purple peas. These are really pretty. The flowers are pretty and the actual pea pod itself is delicious. Different fragrance. And again, I had to cage this in because I have rats back here. They would just eat all the seeds I plant. Some wildflowers, more succulents. I made a bird feeder with my son and some of our neighbor kids. And then over here, I have to show you something random growing. What are those? You got it. Those are mushrooms. And I looked it up, did some internet research. I think it's called the candy cat mushroom, and I think it's edible, but I'm waiting for confirmation from somebody who actually knows. And then I have more nasturtium coming up that'll bloom again. So, what do you think? Am I tending to my backyard well enough? I think I have some spots I need to do a little bit better with. But overall, it's looking pretty good. I have some things that I can eat back here. All right, I picked everything for my lunch tomorrow. I have a whole bowl of deliciousness. It's quite vibrant, isn't it? Okay, so I have something that I would like you guys to do. Grab your science journals, and we are going to talk about seed dispersal. This whole concept this last week was about seeds. Seeds are cool. Seeds are super. They're amazing. What about seeds, though? How do they move from place to place? I'm going to show you a little activity that I did for my son and our neighbor kids, and I want you guys to do it too. So check it out. You will need your science journal. So go ahead and grab it and turn to a blank page. You will also need a ruler and a pen or pencil. Okay, so on that page, you're gonna mark it just as I showed you here. So on the top, you'll come down a few, maybe an inch, 2 inches, do a line across, and then you'll do another line right underneath, and another line, right? And then a line here, and a line here. So your page will look just like this. Now at the top of that page, you are going to write seed dispersal, which means how seeds travel. Now, can you think of one of the first ways you know how seeds travel? That's right, it's by us, farmers and gardeners. We are placing those seeds on purpose so we can grow fruits and vegetables. So in that first box, you're gonna write by people. And you can even draw pictures if you like. People disperse seeds. Can you think of the other ways that seeds are dispersed? How about by animals? When seeds stick to fur and feathers, or when animals eat something, they digest it, and then those seeds come out in their poop. How about by the wind? I know you guys know dandelions. Wind carries seeds far distances. How about by water? Some seeds float. Can you think of a seed that floats? I drew a picture. And last but not least, by bursting, which I think is the absolute coolest way. Stay tuned for another video I'm going to send to you. It's not something that I recorded. It's something I found on a science channel. It's all about bursting seeds. So here is your completed sheet in your science journal. You can decorate it however you'd like. I would love to see it. And I have one more question for you. If you were a seed, how would you like to be dispersed? Give me a few sentences in your science journal. See you next time.